The grade level meetings really help us to clarify what sorts of concepts the kids need based on how they're doing in the assessments. We know what areas they need to strengthen. With the past assessment, we realized that the kids needed more practice with sight words, with red words. And so we really practiced say, spell, say a lot. We fit it into our morning message. We fit it into our modeling when we do our journal writing. Today is Tuesday. What's missing? Is. Do you know how to spell is? Let's spell say. Ready? Is. I-S. We will publish. Are we missing something right here? We, the word we, and go. We. W-E, we. Very good. Right, at one helping and remember that that's a capital W. Hooray for Kevin. We go around, for example, my classroom with the red ladybug, and we make sure that they have those red words somewhere in their writing, that they realize that they're important, and they get a little bit of help from the puppet. And first. I see a my. Good job. In addition to that, we try to tie that, I in my classroom try to tie that to the star story, which was Big Mama today. And in Big Mama, there was a man reflecting on his childhood. So the children had to think of something that they really enjoyed from when they were younger, or even yesterday for them, they are young, and write that into their journal.
And then after this one, we're going to do journals.
Yeah, we're going to do our journal.
What do you want to write about?
About you. I'm going to write about my good memories. Everybody has memories of things they once did with their family that they really, really liked. And when I was little, I would walk with my grandpa to the market, and we would always buy my grandma flowers.
What color are the flowers?
You're going to find out. How do I spell I?
Capital I.
Always a capital, right? Even in the beginning of my sentence, but even when it's not, I need a capital. I remember. What do I have to put after that? That's a base. Remember. My grandma. My. Very good. That's the right word. Okay, I'm going to read and make sure that this makes sense. You ready? I remember my grandma. Stop. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. My grandpa and I would.
What?
Did I forget a word? I did. Good writers always go back and read. That's why, because I forgot to write would. My grandpa and I would buy her flowers. Also, when I'm modeling my writing before they go and write into their journals, I stop at the red words and I think about where I'm going to use my red words, and I remind them where to look at the red word wall. They also get mini word walls on their desks while they're writing. Where do I find red words in the classroom?
That's
right.
Or mini word wall.
They are right behind the desk line, right here on
Mini word wall.
the red word wall. And where else can you find red words? On your mini word walls that I pass out to you when you're writing inside your. In order for them not to just give you lists of red words, we have to know that communication is a big part of it. They scored lower in communication, and we really wanted to get that up, and that's where they're getting across an idea when they're writing, and not just a bunch of words. Put your finger on your head. And think about something you really love that you did once with your family, that you really love that you'll remember forever. Because you're going to write in your journal today about something that you did that you really, really have a good memory from. And we're going to write about that today. Something that you did yesterday even. Anything that you did before today that you really enjoyed doing. Something you've done before. Mia Robinson is our writing coach. Every week Mia shows us something else. And she's had us, for example, do practice a predictive sentence building. And that's something that we started yesterday that we're going to complete today after our rotations. And when I did that the first time, this isn't the first time I've done it, I took it back to the grade level and I showed them how it worked in my classroom. And every one of us gets the presentation done by Mia, and we usually bring it back the next time and share it. And tell everyone how it worked.
Thanks.
Wow. Everybody stop. That was 10 minutes of writing.
Goody.
I noticed that my children, they needed more sight words and more daily oral language, which they were putting some words in sight words, but they weren't putting them in the right place. Not only did I see this with my group, but I also saw it in my grade level when we were sharing our journals and our papers and our assessments. We noticed that the children were writing sight words, but maybe not making complete sentences out of them. So this is what we're trying to do with the journals and the daily oral language, so that the children get the strategies so they could go back and independently do their work and using the room and the environment. Now read it and make sure it makes sense, okay? Or do you have to take out a word? No? Okay, read it back to yourself. So what I'm having them do is actually sound out the words, listen to their sentence, and make sure it makes sense. So that's what we're doing right now with daily oral language, and then incorporating it into the journal. Good job! Did you just use the words that we learned? Good.
You take away or you put it together?
Remember the word the, two letters, the. She is, right? Let me see, with. What do you have at the end? That's right, okay. So I bet it's way is You got it. Eyesight, Tyrannosaurus. That's what you wrote. Can you read it better? And look, I like the way you left space between your words. Right here, you just put it all together, huh? And here, you left space. What did you write there? Little, okay. What was your sentence?
Look at mine.